Some of us love planes and some of us are petrified of them, but there are some things you probably never knew about planes. We're going to show you several unknown secrets about planes which you probably never knew about. However, before we show you these amazing secrets, please make sure you subscribe to our channel and turn on post notifications so you never miss an upload. Now let's get straight into the video and show you these amazing secrets. Number 1. Your taste buds don't work on a plane. The environment inside of an airplane whilst in a mid-flight changes the way your food and drink taste. For example, sweet foods taste way less sweety and salty foods are actually way more salty than usual. It's actually around more than 30% more difficult to tell if your food is more sweet or more salty when you're in a mid-flight. Number 2. The pilot and co-pilot must eat different meals. I bet you never knew that the pilot and the co-pilot are not allowed to eat the same foods on a plane. This is for the purely of the safety of the passengers whilst on board of their flight. If the food is potentially uncooked or leads to a very upset stomach, this increases the chances of both the co-pilot and pilot having the same experience, and this could really affect their flying ability. They have to eat different meals and foods to completely eliminate the risk of being unwell whilst flying, so they're not allowed to eat the same meals and have to eat different meals to completely make that possibility less. Number 3. Flight attendants hate Diet Coke. You may be wondering, why would they hate Diet Coke and why does it even matter? Well, if you're a passenger on the plane, you've probably noticed that when you order a Diet Coke, they never really actually pour it for you, they make you pour it yourself. This is because the fizz of Diet Coke takes ages to settle when around 30,000 feet in the air, and it can literally take up to 3 times longer than any other drink to settle the fizz. This is why they do not like Diet Coke. Number 4. Planes land hard on purpose. Sometimes people fear that a plane may land on water, or the runways may be super wet and they feel like it's not safe to land. But don't worry, pilots actually land hard on purpose. Planes are built to handle a lot of stress and very hard landings. If it has been raining on the runway and there is water covering the runway and covering the whole floor of the runway, then it is super necessary for the pilots to land hard, as it will prevent the plane from skidding and sliding. So don't worry, if you're having a hard landing, more times out of likeliness, they are doing it on purpose to prevent those things happening. Number 5. You're more emotional on a plane. Everyone can be emotional sometimes, but did you know you're prone to be more emotional on a plane? A 2017 survey of London Gatwick Airport showed that 15% of males and only 6% of females are likely to cry whilst they're watching a movie on a flight, more than if they were to perhaps watch it at home. So next time you fly, make sure you take a pack of tissues, as your chances of increasing of crying are more likely whilst you're up in the air. Number 6. Aircon catches bacteria. The aircon on a plane is a wonderful thing, especially if it is boiling hot and the sun is blasting through those windows at 30,000 feet. But did you know that the aircon catches up to 95% of bacteria? The air you get from the aircon on a flight is actually from the compressor of both engine turbines. This is why some people think it may be dirty or unhygienic, but actually the aircon is filtered and cooled beforehand, and then that filter catches up to 95% of bacteria before blowing the air out on the plane. So don't be afraid of using it, as it's actually the best air and most hygienic air you're ever going to get on a plane. Number 7. Why do planes leave trails in the sky? Have you ever just looked up in the sky and saw a plane blasting across the sky at over 500 miles an hour, leaving a huge white trail behind it, and ever actually wondered why this is happening? Well, it's actually from condensation. Plane engines release a form of water vapor and is part of the combustion process. When the hot water hits the cooler air, it creates a puffy white line which travels behind the plane and leaves a white trail behind the plane. That's why you see the trails coming from out the planes when you're looking up 30,000 feet in the sky. Number 8. Holes in the windows of the airplanes. On airplanes, they have 3 layers of windows. The first outer window is to keep the pressure of the plane at bay. The inner window to the passengers is to keep the damage of the inside okay. The middle window is where a tiny little hole is made to regulate airflow. The hole was created to help make sure there is a balance of pressure difference and stops moisture from the glass windows and panels. Number 9. Crew attendants have beds to sleep in. Mainly on long haul flights, you may notice that a specific crew member disappears for a few hours and you don't get to see their face for ages. And no, they're not just sat at the back of the plane on a chair, eating and just chilling out. The crew actually work 16-hour shifts and become very fatigued, so to cure this they have a secret compartment and beds where they can go to sleep in. They are accessed via a hidden staircase, and the rooms are super tiny which only fit a tiny bed but can allow the crew to sleep. They sometimes even have a shower and in-flight entertainment down in these secret compartments. The secret stairways is usually hidden in the cockpit, so you won't ever really get a chance to see it, but if you keep your eyes out when you're getting on board of a plane, you might be able to notice that secret compartment to those secret stairways to that secret bed. So there you have it. There are some unknown facts you probably never knew about planes. Some of these people always fear about, and some of these you probably just never even knew, but thanks to us, now you do. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on post notifications so you do not miss any more of our amazing content, and thank you for watching this video.